She had a motto, and she lived by it. I'm not chasing a man. I'm picking, choosing, refusing, and having my way when it comes to men. Arielle Monroe was beautiful, successful, and completely in control of her life. She built a thriving business, made her own money, and never lost sleep over any man until she met him. What started as a dream romance quickly became a nightmare of lies, manipulation, gaslighting, and heartbreak. The woman who once prided herself on knowing her worth suddenly found herself doing the one thing she swore she'd never do, chasing a man who wasn't worth catching. Would she lose everything trying to hold on to him, or would losing him become the very thing that saved her? Welcome to LA's Listening Lounge, where you'll find stories you can hear and words you can feel. Today's story is titled, She Said I'm Not Chasing Any Man Until She Met Him. Grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's begin. Chapter 1. Her Motto. Arielle Monroe was beautiful, successful, and fully aware of both. At 38, she owned Monroe Luxe Events, one of Atlanta's most sought-after luxury event planning companies. She had built her brand from nothing but a laptop, a prayer, and a refusal to beg anybody for opportunity. Her clients called her brilliant. Her friends called her picky. Men called her intimidating. Arielle called it standards. Whenever somebody asked why she was still single, she smiled, lifted her chin, and said her favorite line, I'm not chasing a man. I'm picking, choosing, refusing, and having my way when it comes to men. And she meant it. If a man texted too late, refused. If he talked too much about himself, refused. If he showed even one sign of inconsistency, refused. Arielle had no problem walking away, until the night she met Donovan Pierce. He walked into a charity gala wearing a navy suit, confidence, and a smile smooth enough to make time slow down. When he introduced himself, his voice was calm and warm. I've heard about you, Arielle Monroe. They say you're hard to impress. Arielle laughed. They say a lot. He leaned slightly closer. Then I guess I'll have to find out for myself. For the first time in years, Arielle did not have a quick comeback. Chapter 2. Smooth Words. Donovan was different. At least that was what Arielle told herself. He called instead of texting. He remembered details. He asked about her childhood, her dreams, her fears. He made her feel seen. Within weeks, Arielle's motto began slipping. She answered late-night calls. She rescheduled meetings to see him. She ignored the little red flags waving right in front of her. When her best friend Maya asked about him, Arielle smiled like a teenager. He's intentional. Maya raised an eyebrow. Intentional men don't disappear for 6 hours and come back with pretty excuses. Arielle waved her off. He owns businesses. He's busy. But deep down, Arielle knew something felt off. Donovan could be sweet one minute and cold the next. He praised her confidence, then slowly questioned it. You always so guarded? He asked one night. I have standards, he smiled. Sometimes standards are just fear dressed up nice. That sentence stayed with her. Instead of refusing him, Arielle started trying to prove she was not afraid. Chapter 3. Losing Herself. Arielle had rules. She did not chase, she did not compete, she did not explain her worth, but Donovan made her break everyone. When he canceled dates, she accepted apologies. When women commented heart emojis under his pictures, she pretended not to care. When he said she was overthinking, she believed him. Slowly, Arielle abandoned herself. She stopped going to church regularly. She stopped having brunch with Maya. She stopped sleeping well. Her business began to suffer. Emails went unanswered. Client proposals were late. Her assistant, Tasha, started covering for mistakes Arielle never used to make. One afternoon, Tasha stepped into Arielle's office. Miss Monroe, the Henderson wedding proposal was due yesterday. Arielle blinked. Yesterday? Yes, ma'am. Arielle looked down at her phone. She had spent the entire morning checking Donovan's social media. Her stomach tightened. That evening, Donovan finally called. Where have you been? She asked. He sighed. There you go again. I just asked a question. No, Arielle, you're acting insecure. That's not attractive. She apologized before she even realized what she had done. Chapter 4. The Truth Comes Out. The truth did not arrive quietly. It came through a message request from a woman named Kiara. You don't know me, but I think we're dating the same man. Arielle stared at the screen until the words blurred. Kiara sent pictures, dates, screenshots, voice messages. Donovan had told Kiara the same things, same compliments, same promises, same future. When Arielle confronted him, he laughed. You believe some random woman over me? She has pictures, Donovan. So now I'm not allowed to know people? You told her you loved her. He leaned back like she was exhausting him. You're twisting things. That's your problem. You create drama, then blame me for it. Arielle felt dizzy. He was lying to her face, but somehow making her feel guilty for noticing. That night, she cried until her chest hurt. The next morning, she did not leave. Instead, she tried harder. Chapter 5. The chase. Arielle became someone she did not recognize. She drove past Donovan's condo. She checked his followers. She searched for clues in pictures, captions, and comments. She showed up places she thought he might be. She told herself she was protecting her heart, but the truth was uglier. She was stalking a man who had already shown her who he was. Maya finally confronted her. "This is not love, Arielle. This is obsession," Arielle snapped. "You don't understand." "I understand plenty. You used to say you were picking and choosing. Now you're begging and losing." That cut deep. Arielle did not speak to Maya for 2 weeks. During that time, she missed 2 client calls, forgot a vendor payment, and arrived late to a major corporate pitch. The client chose another company. For the first time in 10 years, Monroe Lux Events was at risk. Chapter 6. The Warning. Arielle's accountant called her in for a meeting. Her assistant sat beside him, nervous. "Arielle," he said gently, "your revenue is down, your client retention is slipping, and your team is overwhelmed." Arielle folded her hands. "I'll fix it." Tasha looked at her with tears in her eyes. "We need you present, not just physically here. Present." Arielle swallowed hard. That night, she sat alone in her office, surrounded by mood boards, contracts, and unopened emails. Her phone buzzed. "Donovan, come over. I miss you." Arielle stared at the message. For months, those words would have made her run. But this time, she looked around at the business she had built, the life she had neglected, and the woman she had betrayed. Then she deleted the message. She whispered, "I have to save myself." Chapter 7. Withdrawal. Letting Donovan go felt like withdrawal. Arielle blocked his number, then unblocked it, checked his page, then cried afterward, wrote messages she never sent. Healing was not pretty. It was quiet, embarrassing, and painful. She returned to church one Sunday and sat in the back. During prayer, tears streamed down her face. She was not crying over Donovan anymore. She was grieving herself. The version of her who ignored warnings, the version who mistook chemistry for character, the version who let a man's attention become her addiction. After service, Maya hugged her. "I'm proud of you." Arielle broke down. "I lost myself." Maya held her tighter. "But you came back." Week by week, Arielle rebuilt. She apologized to her staff. She regained clients. She slept again. She laughed again. And one morning she looked in the mirror and finally recognized herself. Chapter 8. The Return. 6 months later, Donovan came back. He sent flowers first, then a letter. Then he showed up outside her office wearing humility instead of arrogance. "Arielle, I know I hurt you." She crossed her arms. "You destroyed me." He nodded. "I did, and I've been in therapy. I had to face some things about myself." She wanted to dismiss him, but something about him seemed different. His voice was softer. His eyes were clearer. He did not blame her. He did not twist her words. "I'm not asking you to trust me today," he said. "I'm asking for the chance to show you I'm not that man anymore." For days, Arielle thought about it. Could people change? Yes. Did changed people deserve access to everyone they hurt? That answer was not as simple. Arielle prayed about it, and for the first time, she did not confuse peace with excitement. Chapter 9. Safe Maya invited Arielle to a church singles event. Arielle almost refused. "I'm not ready for church speed dating." "It's not speed dating," Maya said. "It's fellowship with snacks." Arielle laughed and went. That was where she met Caleb Brooks. He was not flashy. He did not lead with smooth lines. He asked thoughtful questions and actually listened to the answers. When Arielle mentioned her business, he did not act intimidated. When she talked about healing, he did not rush her. He simply said, "A woman should never have to shrink to be loved." Arielle felt something settle inside her, not butterflies. Safety. Later, Caleb walked her to her car. "I'd like to see you again," he said. "No pressure, no games." Arielle smiled. "No games sounds refreshing." He grinned. "Good, because I'm too grown for confusion." On the drive home, Arielle thought about her favorite song by Cardi B, the one about feeling safe. For the first time, she understood it differently. Safe was not boring. Safe was beautiful. Chapter 10. Choosing Better. Donovan called 2 days later. "I still love you," he said. "And I meant what I said. I've changed." Arielle believed him. That surprised her most. She believed he had changed, but she had changed too. "I'm proud of you, Donovan," she said. "I really am." His voice softened. "So is there a chance?" Arielle closed her eyes. She thought about the woman who once drove past his condo, checked his phone activity, and begged for scraps of affection. Then she thought about Caleb, who made room for her peace. "No," she said gently. "There isn't." Donovan was quiet. "I hope you keep becoming better," she added, "but I'm not going back." When she hung up, she did not cry. She smiled, because this time she was not refusing out of bitterness. She was choosing out of wisdom. Epilogue. Having her way. 1 year later, Arielle stood in a white gown at the front of the church, holding Caleb's hands. Their love had grown slowly and honestly. He courted her with consistency. He prayed with her. He respected her boundaries. He loved her without making her perform for it. Maya stood beside her, crying harder than everybody. When the pastor asked Arielle if she took Caleb to be her husband, she smiled. I do. At the reception, Maya raised her glass. To Arielle, who learned that having your way is not about controlling love, it's about choosing the love that honors you. Everyone clapped. Arielle looked at Caleb, then at the life waiting ahead of them. She still had standards. She still had confidence. And yes, she was still picking, choosing, and refusing. But now she understood something deeper. The right man would never make her chase him. The right man would meet her in peace, cover her in safety, and walk beside her with love. And Arielle Monroe finally had her way, not because she got a man, but because she chose herself first. Sometimes the greatest love story isn't about finding the right person. Sometimes it's about finding yourself again after losing yourself for the wrong one. Arielle learned that love should never require you to abandon your peace, your purpose, or your identity. The man she thought she couldn't live without became the lesson she needed most. And when she finally chose herself, she made room for the love she truly deserved. What do you think? Have you ever seen someone lose themselves trying to keep a relationship alive? Do you believe people can truly change? Or was Arielle right to leave Donovan in the past? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who would enjoy it too. And remember, here at LA's Listening Lounge, you'll always find stories you can hear and words you can feel. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless.